Hello and welcome back to another unboxing. Today we have the Pegasus Hobbies War Machine. This is the 1/48 scale. I have the diorama of the two 1/144 scales, which are really cool. But today I actually found also the 1/48 scale, which is going to be really cool. So let's go take a look. Well, here we are. Here's the Pegasus Hobbies War of the Worlds Martian War Machine. This is the 1/48 scale. It's very nice. It's got very cool box art on there. It's, whole cityscape burning and as it's coming through down the streets. Boxes are really nice but fairly simplistic. Got the same pictures on the sides. Back gives you some pictures of the model. There's the actual model there, and then here you have your base. That's pretty much the planet, and then it has an emblem there that you get to paint up, so that's pretty cool. And then the other side, it just gives you a little history of the of what the whole thing is about. Talking about the tripods and the classic sci-fi movie War of the Worlds. So that's pretty cool. But let's break into this. See what we got. I found this at a pretty good price. I think that's 20 some bucks. Here's a sticker that says $24.99. It's about what I paid for it too. So nice. It's not going crazy. I don't know if these are highly sought after, but I like it just because I like the movie. I was into those old, sci-fi horror films back in the day when I was little. So, alright, let's shake her open and see what we got. Oh, very nice. Let's look at the instructions first here. Pretty much the same writing that's on the box there. Class D, Yep. And this should be a, it's not a high parts count kit. But here we go. This is the eye turret gets put together first. Now the cool thing I like about what Pegasus did is they made the one side of the it's open, and then so that way I can run a wire up through here into the head of the eye turret and put a light in there. And then they give you a red, if I remember correctly watching another review, yeah, they give you a red piece here, a red lens, and then a clear lens. So this is great. So much nicer than the 1/44, but that's because it's larger. But they made everything separate, so I can just go in there and obviously there's locating pins I'm going to have to router off, and that side should still be able to get lined up, no problem. Probably that peg there will have to go too to get the SMD in there. And then I can just go with them already giving you a pre-colored clear part. I don't have to do any spraying. I can use white lights. I think what I'm going to do on this one is put a pulsing or a flashing red light, because I remember when they were just flying around and not shooting, those eye turrets would like pulse or flash. So I'll do that for that. Then next you have your body assembly, which is really easy. It's 2 pieces plus the clear green parts on the tips, and then a 3 tripod. I think it's supposed to be like electric static or something that makes them hover, and that's how that energy goes down to the ground. Because in the movie you see like staticky sparks and stuff underneath them when they're hovering across. And then your front lens, and then it's just assembling the eyepiece into stand. It's like a whole 3 stages. Oh, and it screws in. Interesting. So you stick, or you screw the eye part on, and then it's still able to swivel. You can't change the gooseneck angle, but you can swivel. I see, that's what that is. Nice. Pretty cool. And back here you have the painting for the painting guide for the base. They didn't really do anything for the ship because it's pretty much copper and then the clear parts that they already colored, which are in here, which is nice. That's going to look really good. I might, I don't know if I still might put a green behind these. I'll check to see what works good. If not, it might be a warm light, because I think warm lights usually, they shine through colored things better. The white kind of washes the color away, but I think the warm will bring it out. But we'll check to see what color really makes this shine the best, because I think the bright white, like this lamp I have here, work lamp, might not be the best way, but maybe not. The warm light might make it too much yellow, and that might work. So we'll see what works the best, but always cautious. Sometimes white light behind colored stuff, it can wash the color out a little bit because it's so bright. Use that clarity of the color. But yeah, so they really just telling you, how to paint the base, which is the representation of the Earth, which is really neat. So yeah, it's going to be a really easy kit to put together. It's going to be a fairly easy kit to paint. Put it together, fix the seams, and go away with the... and I think you can put all the clear parts in afterwards, if not mistaken. That way you can... And I'm still not sure how, like, if I'm going to put lights on each tip. Probably so, because it gets real thin, and if I just light up the whole saucer, I'm afraid it'll get a little weird. Yeah, and then there's a block there, too, so what I'll do is... We'll see that one. Let's open it up. It'll be easier to show. And get a better look at what's really going on here. This here is our eye turret. And there's that side piece, so you can be able to channel a wire right through that perfectly. And then your headpiece. So I'll probably have to get rid of that little piece there just to get the light up in here. But that's nice. So you got your top and bottom. Whoop. We can probably take them off because they're already ready to fall off. You got your top and bottom of your actual eyepiece. And that's going to be a nice size too. That's great. Let's set that there, and then here's the neck pieces. And they're a hefty piece of plastic there too, but nice. And what we got here is our base. Nice piece of plastic there. That's going to be nice to paint up. You got North America here, and part of Europe and Africa there. That's cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to open up all these clear parts, because there are some small ones. That shouldn't be too bad, because I'm going to be busting in the nap fairly soon. But let's keep looking on. Here's the part that actually holds the ship. And not sure if how I'm going to run a wire up, or do I putty these holes up and put a solid post coming out of there, or do I make this work? You would think it would go like that, but no. Okay. I don't want to push it all the way in, but it's never too hard to sneak wires up through that, and you won't even know. But I'm thinking about maybe just going with a metal post. Let's look at the bottom of the actual hull of the ship, because it's kind of got that situation. Like that. That's how big she'll be. It's pretty cool. That's going to be really cool. But yeah, how would I'd have to, the best way to sneak wire would be to come up through this here, and then go through there. Or just go with a straight up post. But then that means I want to put it right over here, and then I'd have to fill these holes in. Which wouldn't be hard, but I'd have to add the detail to the warp planet here, because Greenland's kind of gone, because this would go over top. But I don't think it would be too bad to, or I can even snake them in this ridge, the positive and negative like that, and then drill a hole straight up through. We got plenty of coverage with the way that covers the base like that. I can bring them up and then plump plump right in there. We'll see how that works, but we'll figure that out at the time. Let's look at the inside of this thing. Wow, it fits together really nice, I'll tell you that. And then there's your three tripod hovering things, which I can put separate lights for, because I don't know if I can, like I said, I don't know. And then since they're covered, I think I'm going to put three SMDs down there. I think I'm going to do them on the tips, and then up here get a little bit of LED strip tape. And you could pretty much put it right on this, but I think that might be overly bright. But you've got a pretty good dome. I could put something in there to diffuse it. So that's all kind of little tests we'll do to see what's the best way to handle that. Because it would be really nice if I could put the LED strip right across here. But I'm afraid of hot spots. And that's my only issue. Where further back I get it, the better I, deal with hot spots. But if I put some type of fiber fill, which always seems to work, it worked on the Ramen bird of prey, on the green parts of the nacelles. So I might just end up doing that. But let's cut this part. I think I'll be okay. Some stuff could sneak out of this box. We'll just cut a little corner here. Or I can get one of my little ketchup cups I keep from like fast food places. They take ketchup home, a little clear with the lids. I probably have it. But there's a screw that holds this. So this will go on top here, and allows you to be able to spin that around. So, well, we still haven't gotten this apart. There we go. Because you're wanting to go all the way down. There we go. That allows you to screw that all the way up through. Yeah, it's all one. Yeah. Well, that's the inside of the bottom. Like I said, you got these little lip edges, so I'm probably just going to put a little SMD right there and there. Put little ones there. Or I can even use my 3mm green ones right there. And tone them down with a resistor, so they're not so overly bright and diffusing. The nice thing is, I can put this ship together and then get the seams really nice, and then hit it with copper, and then all those green pieces can go in afterwards. Pretty sure you're able to do that with it together. But there's that with that on there. Yeah, and I could probably slam that with some fiber fill. And just put that LED right in there. So that's probably what we'll do. Here's your tips. Like I said, that are going to go, if I have them the right way, yep. They'll go on the end there. So that's cool. Already pre-colored. There's our different, these are angled, so they must be on the angle parts of the hull. And then you got one that's pretty level, which go there, but all those can snap in afterwards. They do have key marks, so you have them the right direction, especially the angled ones. That's awesome. way. And then, like I said, the cool thing is you got a red piece. Oh, and it even has the perforation like in the movie, because it was kind of like a grate. You could see when it lit up. Like the lens had like little grate kind of holes. And then that goes in here. Yeah, there's a locator on one side, so on both pieces, which is probably on here. Yep, you see a little locator, and that would go like that. That is awesome that they actually did it that way. So that way you can have it, you know, it's clear, but then you see that red piece back there. And then when it glows, you'll see, oh, that'll be perfect. Might still do it in a red light, just to make sure it glows a good red. You can actually slide that piece in, because it's going to be a permanent piece anyway. So we'll do a light test on that too to see what works the best. If I should go with a straight up red light, or go with that. But yeah, that would be this way. And that way you just see the clear, and that'll be cool. Very happy with this kit. Nice simple one. Parts look really good. Quality of it, you know, no lot of cleanup. We already saw that this went together like really good. I'm actually gonna snap it right back again. But I think they obviously thought about some type of lighting on this. But yeah, I think we'll go in there and just have a single little light pop through there. Very nice. Well, that's pretty much what is to it. It's a very cool kit, so if you're interested in this, I would definitely suggest picking one up. There's still quite a lot of them out there. When were these made? 2008. So, but I hope you come back when we start the actual build series. This might be something I might get to right away because it's going to be fairly simple. Oh yeah, and that's right. There's another thing. There were, I believe, white lights on each side of those, of that headpiece. I don't know if I'd be able to do something like that. I'll have to see how these go together again. Where's that there? There's the other half. It doesn't really leave you much room to do that piece. I mean, you could run a little white fiber optic on each side. Close it up, drill it, and run a little white fiber optic there. And you could actually bring it right to your, you know, if I run a white light, since this is red, it would give you that lighting. Just bringing the fiber optics over to them. So yeah, that, you could, I believe there was little white lights on each side. I'm not sure. Certain ones, or am I thinking of the remake with Steven Spielberg? I might be thinking that, because I believe those did. But again, it should be a fun build, so I hope you come back and watch the series. Till then, happy modeling, and thanks for watching.